Yee, welcome to Barstool Bench Mob, presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. I am fresh out of a NASCAR race from 7 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock at night. Shout out to the NASCAR social team. Raquel and Morgan, fucking fantastic people. I told them I'd shout them out on Bench Mob, so there that is. We have Reags and Rico today. Jake is at a wedding or some shit. So we are filling in for him. How we doing, boys?
I was doing a little bit better at 8 o'clock. You did a veteran move to have MB tell us you were going to be late, which because you know that she could be like, "Hey, I just took a shit on your living room floor," and I wouldn't get mad at her because she's a saint. So veteran move by Marty, but I'm still hell of a weekend, still ready to go.
You know what? My phone was dying. That was a better move because I know you would say whatever, like you wouldn't say anything wrong to her. And
I don't think
let me tell you,
anybody in the company could. I don't know how you could ever be mad at her. I'm just gonna be
No,
honest.
Yeah, even if she screwed up, you're like, that's probably my fault. I probably said something wrong at some point.
She's so good. I had to be wrong. Yeah,
there
exactly.
was 150,000 people trying to get out of Daytona, all in the infield.
Impossible.
Wasn't happening, but we made it. College basketball happened, and we needed to wait till tonight anyway. Thank God we did.
We couldn't do a morning. We'd have to redo an entire podcast if we recorded this morning.
We're gonna get to. We all have a bunch of takes on Wisconsin, Michigan. We'll talk about that. It was fucking crazy. We'll have a great talk about Kentucky, Alabama. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be nice.
Make sure to wear a little gold standard shirt just for
Shut
Rico.
The fuck up, Reags. Shut the fuck up. Not yet. But yeah, let's get into the episode. Hey Rico, do what Jake does.
And here we go.
All right, before today's episode, again, I'm here to talk to you about High Noon Hard Seltzer. I am with the king of High Noon, Glenny Balls, this weekend. Man, this guy. Oh, I've never met someone that loves a drink more, and there's a reason for it. It's the best drink to have, no matter where you are. What?
No, we'll get to the West Virginia part in a new segment, but Marty, we rolled in with a couple of six-packs. We didn't want to show up empty-handed. You got to see these people. They're like, "Are those for grabs?" We're like, "Yeah, gone." Like they were gone.
They were like they were hounds. They were like, "Wait, who brought these?" And we're like, We brought them. And
you can't get mad. We were there to share. It was the least we could do. But people like, "Oh, I'll take this one. I'll take." Pouring on ice. Some people right in the can. Fucking unbelievable.
It was actually funny.
We were the hit of the party. Literally the hit of the party.
Yeah, like Daytona. It was a funny. It was a very funny time because it was like I felt like I was almost like doing an ad read because I was like, it's real vodka. I swear, it's like it's not like the bullshit. And it was like, wait, I sound like I'm doing an ad on Benchmark, but it's true. It's real vodka. It's real juice. You don't feel like shit when you're drinking it. It goes down easy. Put it on ice. They got flavors, like every flavor you want. So go make sure you drink them. And I saw a couple of people tweeting at us their setups. Did you see that one setup with this High Noon? So he had a bunch of merch, a bunch of memorabilia. What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it?
Kentucky flag.
He had the Kentucky flag under the TV.
You know what? I take it back.
And he sent it right in the middle of the Kentucky Alabama, like the run too. It was honestly a phenomenal tweet.
But he knew we had to retweet him. He was a fucking prick.
That's why it was a great tweet.
It's probably Reags' fucking neighbor.
Yeah, right. It was actually like my neighbor's garage. That was the best part is he tagged Carl in it too because it was a garage tweet. And it was like, what are we doing here? But I love it.
But yeah, everyone go get your High Noon Hard Seltzers. It goes the best with college basketball. March Madness is coming up soon, boys. So go get that. All right, let's start the episode today with just Michigan. Obviously, Michigan, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Fuck the game. Fuck the game. Don't care. Michigan still, like, no joke, real quick. Like, Michigan still, like, weirdly has a chance because
Purdue does that. Yeah.
They have so many people that play, but I don't care anymore. They look like shit. They only have Hunter Dickinson. Okay. So. Well, obviously, if you didn't see it, you don't watch college basketball. It's all over Twitter. If you didn't see it, you're crazy. But
you might not have internet. You don't have internet.
Yeah,
and TV's down or something.
Juwan Howard went after
Craig Guard.
Went off guard, and it was just mayhem. So who wants to go first? Rico, I want you to go first of your take because you also have experience in the same matter as Juwan Howard of losing tempers. And
I'm now getting tagged in Juwan Howard tweets and like the stupid fucking handshake.
Hey, he might
thing.
come on the podcast first to talk about because you've been with him. Like, hey, we're on.
What if we just had Rico and Juwan Howard screaming at each other?
Be fucking amazing. They both just sit in the room. Trigger.
And they're both wrong. That would be even better.
No matter what. Yeah. So I mean,
because I want to do 3 takes because like the internet's blowing up about this, and so
everyone has different takes. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Listen. So there's an old saying like, "Coach your team, don't worry about mine." Right. So do people like in every level of basketball? Like if somebody's going to take a 3 late up like 20, there's a difference to me. I think the big difference to me was showing them up. Or like being like a little annoyed at what he did. Shooting 3s up 20, taking shots from half court. If Wisconsin was doing that shit, trying to get to like a milestone thing. You ever see like where the bench stands up and they're at 97 and they're like, let's go shoot it. Like get to 100.
Yeah, free chicken sandwiches for everyone in the
Howard's probably more like, should he ever have swung? No. He's probably, I know I'm probably the bad guy to be saying that, but should he have more likely to swing where I could see that making him do it? Yes. Guard calls a timeout after Michigan is still like playing right to the whistle. He's got his backups in. He's not running it up. He's just trying to get to the finish line. He's got backups in. He doesn't want to make a turnover. He's doing what a good coach is supposed to do, and you coach everyone from 1 to 15 or the same way. So he called the timeout. All right, Howard should have been like in under his breath or in the huddle, like this guy's a fucking asshole. The next time we play him, we're gonna win by 50. To fucking go as crazy as he did, he was wrong. But Guard didn't help himself when he's trying to convince him that he's, you know what I mean? It's like one of those things like, Marty, you're annoyed at me, and I keep being like, well, I'm like, you understand, you know what I mean? It's just like, just get away from me. So who's probably the most wrong? Guard. I'm sorry, Howard.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Howard. Who's wrong and didn't really, could have got away scot-free and didn't help himself? Guard. The whole thing turned ugly. So that's really where I stand.
Let me break down your take because I don't agree with all of it. But like the part I don't really agree with where it's like you coach your guys 1 to 15. I mean, I don't give a fuck. Like, I think you should do whatever you want, and they should have, like, fighting at the end is great. The swinging is obviously too much. Like, you just can't, like, you obviously can't punch someone. I love it as a fan because it's fucking awesome, but in, like, reality, as a human being, you can't do that. But, like, 1 to 15 is, like, you're up a lot, like, with this fucking relax. Like, let's just do it. But also, you said, like, coach your own team. You're also a big sportsmanship guy, so I'm surprised you even said that.
The only reason Guard had to coach his guys is because Howard kept pressing. So it's one of those things like if you're trying to challenge me to come back from 15 points in 15 seconds, then don't be mad when I'm just trying to prevent that. You know what I mean? Like Howard calls the dogs off, Guard calls the dogs off, the whole thing's done.
Yeah. So here's the other thing though with that, and it's something to keep an eye on with the net ranking. Like they factor in how much like you win or lose by. Like that's why you see now, like I forget what game I was watching, the announcer talked about it and made a good point because I was like, oh shit, yeah, like that's right. Coaches are now waiting to empty their bench, right? Like it used to be at like the first kind of like under 4, you start seeing the bench coming in, and then the last like 2.5 minutes it was all the walk-ons. Now it's like the last minute, minute 15, because they like coaches want to win by 25 or cut into it so it's only a 15-point loss.
No, yeah, that is true.
Like it affects and when you look like Michigan, obviously we talked about bubble team. So like of course Juwan Howard's going to do that shit. But go back to what you were saying, Marty. Then
if you're pressing, I agree. I mean, you're pressing like you gotta keep going. Like I've always been like, hey, step on their fucking throats. I don't care what it is. Like I don't. I'm not playing it. I'm not playing to say like not hurt your feelings. Like I don't need to step on your throat because you don't know when it's gonna come back to someone's to look at this game and be like, oh fuck, they beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
So my takeaway was like more of Twitter. First of all, I hate Twitter, obviously, but like the first thing I was like, what a punch. And then it's like, what are you, a pussy? Like you don't know what a punch is. Like he open hand slap. I'm like, bro, I didn't break down the game.
The move itself was crazy. It wasn't even like he just like grabbed the assistant coach who played at Wisconsin, like grabbed his face and like almost tried to like. It was almost like when you see like a little kid where you like steal their nose. Like that looked like what he was doing to like the face.
He did, and like also the assistant coach's head going back like this
and then snapped back,
made it 10 times look 10 times worse. Like he didn't really get him. He fucking.
It was weird. But I mean,
you can't throw any.
You can't do that. Yeah,
you can't do it. I'm not condoning it, but people like first of all coming after me, fuck you. But the second thing is everyone like fire him, fuck this guy. If you think he should be fired for that, I think that's insane. I think that's a crazy thing to get fired for. Where it's like, bro, this is sports. People do get into it. Again, you can't do that. But I don't think it's a fireable offense right away where it's like, suspend him for the rest of the year. I mean, that's exactly what it should be. And I don't. Do you think I'm wrong, Reags?
No. So I wrote when I wrote the blog, obviously when it happened, and Wisconsin fans and like Ohio State fans and people who are just looking to be mad at Juwan Howard are freaking out because I said kind of the same thing where it's like, listen, everybody fucked up, right? Like we can all, I think most people agree. And I've had I was even texting with people around the sport kind of seriously when it went down. Like, what's your take? Like, am I off base here? And they're like, no, like guard kind of fucked up. He didn't help the situation, right? Like he grabbed him, and then like that second video got released where Juwan Howard's like clearly pissed, like trying to blow by him, do the blow by, which whatever. Coaches do the blow by all the time. The assistant coach really fucked up the entire situation more. The 100%. One who got hit, and I'm not even trying to pronounce his last name because I'm gonna butcher it, but he kind of like came out of nowhere, and then like it seemed like it all rise. So it's like I agree, Juwan Howard is the most wrong here, right? Like that's not even a debate. No one's debating that. It is so stupid. He needs to lose his job, and then everyone being like, "Well, remember last year when he got into it with Mark Turgeon?" It's like, guys, why are we treating this like it was fucking Malice at the Palace? Like he got into a verbal spat with Mark Turgeon. He was held back. Was he actually going to go physical? Probably not. And then, yeah, like this whatever movie, like the slap to today, where it's like again, like since when is everything just this guy needs to be fired for like every single thing, right?
I mean, hey, I get told to lose my job every day just because I tweet. Like it's like that's the same thing. But you're right where I meant to bring up too, where Juwan Howard clearly pissed the fuck off, says something. He says,
I'll remember this shit. Or like, we'll remember it. That's what he said.
Fine. Yeah. That's not bad. Like, that's awesome.
It's sports. Like, you're supposed to be pissed.
Walk by, bro. Walk by. You being also a little bitch. He looked like a little bitch compared to Juwan Howard because he's just towering over him.
Because he's
like grabbing Juwan Howard or touching him. As a guy, no matter what, you're right or wrong in the situation. You touch me, I'm going to lose my shit.
Yeah,
and he did.
And the
assistant was in it, and he should have been. The assistant should have just taken guard out, and that was it. Like, don't fucking go out. Like, again, Juwan Howard's wrong. We know that. I'm not defending
the most wrong. Like, but not even a debate.
You diffuse that situation by just let him do the blow by. Let him look bad during that, and that's it.
So then the other take I have is. It turned into like a real scrum, right? Like when there were players throwing punches. Like Musa Diabite was throwing haymakers. I don't think that those players really should get in trouble.
No,
right? Like
absolutely not.
Like again, yes, you should not be throwing haymakers. A 1-game suspension, I'm cool with that, but anything more than that is a little ridiculous.
Oh, I thought you were going to say,
all right, guys. No. Like
I thought you were going complete deep end. Don't punish them at all. They did connect. Definitely,
I'd be fucking okay with them not, bro.
But so like even if you saw like. But he was protecting his teammate. Like one of his teammates was like on the ground, and then he has like these people coming up. So I get it. It's just like the players did nothing wrong here, right? This is all stemmed from 2 head coaches and assistant coach. So it's like, I don't want to see players punished for this. 1 game at most.
We're talking about this. Well, like, I'm not like, this is seriously, and I'm not trying to bring up Duke, but like what he did to Wendell Moore, like that's like way more dangerous and hurtful than what happened today. Like that was like and he got 1 game. Like these kids should not get more than
1 game tops. Yeah. Because again, you can't throw punches, but I understand the situation.
Yeah, and shout out Wall. Is that how you say his name?
Tyler Wall.
He was whacking in there. He was all in it, and he was tweeting about it after. It was fucking very fun. I almost wanted him on the podcast just to talk about it. Probably not allowed.
I'm sure they're real tight-lipped now.
Yeah, they're not gonna allow to. But that's just like, see, Dickinson was right in it. He was right behind Juwan. He's like, oh shit.
I wanted to see his face because I gotta try and get a close up, but you can't get it like grainy. He's literally behind Howard when Howard goes like this and slaps, and you could kind of see Dickinson's face go like if we can try to put that on video right after this, it's a start. He definitely was like, holy shit, like what's going on? Brad Davison had a role in it. We'll get to that in a new segment because I got a lot to say about that guy.
Just say it now. I want to hear it now because you could bring up change the other one. This is fucking the biggest news.
I mean, he's insufferable.
Yeah, Brad Davison, bro.
Have you seen that clip of him being like, "Let's go sing varsity. Let's go sing."
First
off, he does the fake. He holds him. He like spins around the guy to act like he was being held back, and then he's like, "Let's go sing. Let's go." And they're like, "Bro, he was probably the biggest loser of the whole situation." Like, I didn't want to give it away. So Howard's the worst in the situation. Davidson's second, and then it's guard, and
Davidson's
it's like not even close.
Asshole. He's just such an asshole.
Unbelievable.
So it's like it's funny. It's in the clip where they released all the audio, and he's literally just going, "Get them off the floor. We're going to sing." And I'm like, "Bro, you're not in a fucking musical. I get like it's your school song. I get it. It's a tradition.
No.
But it's like it's a circumstance. No. I'm saying I get why they sing.
Stop saying I get. I don't get. I don't care if you.
I'm saying it sarcastically. I'm saying it sarcastically.
No, I know, but I'm saying I don't even want you to say I get. It's like fuck your song. Like, what are you saying, Davidson?
I know.
He's such a loser.
And honestly, like I would have actually had to have said something nice about him if he just started singing right where he was standing.
Yeah, that I would love if he was just started doing like high school
music, or whatever the song is.
Bro, if Brad Davison turned into Troy Bolton, I would fucking lose it. I would love him forever.
He's just standing by himself.
Or like if you're gonna say, "I'll get off the court, we're gonna sing," like get the fuck out of here.
No, go sing. Just sing. Just sing.
Unbelievable.
He grabs the mic and just beautiful voice.
he's like leading the band and everything. Like I would have actually respected that move.
If he leaned into it.
I don't like Brad Davison. I'm sorry. Like I just can't. Like I don't like a guy that fucking gets all these charge calls because he flops around. He's had a bunch of dirty plays. It's evident. I don't care. Like if he's a nice guy, like the basketball player from Wisconsin, I don't like. Sorry.
I respect him because he's been around for so long. And like he just like isn't that good, but kind of is good, and he just
he's a fine college point guard.
He's a college basketball player. That's
right. He's one of those guys in 25 years, 30 years, we'll probably still be like, remember that fucking Brad Davison guy?
Yes, exactly.
I've probably told this story. Bunch of buddies of mine, big gamblers, watch the tournament every year together, and they have a board. The kid buys a poster board. And writes all state first team all state because they run those commercials
going right into the
about how it's like you could be more than like a college athlete and like you get careers. So it's like the point guard from like fucking Drake last year or something. They're like, the kid, he played in the NCAA tournament, but like he's working for All-State next year. You know what I mean? So like Brad Davison is probably destined for an All-State, All-Star team.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
You know what I mean? Like he ain't going.
Yeah, he's not going to go. He's not going to play overseas. He'll go.
Yeah,
like,
whatever.
He'll just go. He'll be a high school basketball coach and go make a decent salary somewhere.
Wrapping up the Michigan-Wisconsin, whatever the fuck that scrum, whatever you want to call it.
I think melee. I would call it a melee.
Yeah, a little melee. The funniest thing is
fracas. Is that a word?
A fracas.
Fracas.
A ruckus.
Fracas is not a word. Ruckus is a word. Ruckus works. I think ruckus works.
The funniest thing I got out of all of this and Twitter and shit was we had a rich off. We had Dave showing like in his Miami house or at his parents' house and just talking about Juwan Howard. And then we had Dan in a beautiful Mexico water talking about Wisconsin. And that's one of the best about Barstool. It's like, of course it happened with both of them. Me and Reags was talking about it. Of course it was a Barstool thing where it's Wisconsin, Michigan basketball. Them two going at it. It's just funny seeing them both in really nice places talking about this.
And it happens a week after football ends, right? Like, if this happens 2 weeks ago, it gets buried, right? Like, it's a story, but it gets buried real fast because of the Super Bowl.
And Goodman stole some views, but for the most part, Joey Yank's video got a lot of clips.
I was waiting to see how long Rico would compliment himself on tweeting out of our own
It just
account.
adds to the level of funniness that it's like video from Joey Yanks.
You should change it to something funny, just like something that's like fuck fucking somebody, like put it out as a name.
Just be like fuck Sacramento State. Just pick like a random ass mid-major.
But yeah, the whole fight, I think we got all our opinions out there. Dave obviously says Juwan Howard just didn't do anything wrong. And Big Cat said obviously, Big Cat was fighting with Rico during it all happening.
Yeah, they're using us to like push their narrative, and like we're trying to be down the middle. I mean, you both fucked up, like one more than the other.
Middle. I'm telling you how I actually feel. Like I still see both sides, and
Howard came off like
what?
Howard came off like the biggest dick. I still stand by that. But.
Yeah,
I mean, Howard had the biggest fuck up. Like that's nobody. Like we all agree on that. 99% of people would agree on that.
Yeah, and I'm not fucking these old bags that I'm gonna say this guy needs it. We're gonna make fun of the fucking situation and talk about it like normal fucking human beings and not just like a soft people. Hey, Juwan Howard has long ass arms, so that's an advantage to him, and he got to hit the assistant. Assistant looked like a dweeb. My favorite part about the fight to end it was like the dweeb managers with masks on trying to like stop everybody. Please stop. Please get away.
Wait. We're going to get killed if we don't talk about quickly the guy fucking suck it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
The DX,
Yes.
Now, that was unbelievable.
Deserves a raise. He should be the head coach.
He should be that. I was just saying, the athletic director. He'd get rid of Barry Alvarez. He's in charge.
He didn't just do one. He did like 7.
It wasn't a true suck it.
Yeah,
it was more of like
he went straight down on it.
It was more Sean William Scott in American Wedding when he's like,
yes.
He's fucking, it's great.
That guy's gonna wake up tomorrow morning sore as fuck in his thighs.
His hands are gonna hurt. His hips are gonna hurt.
Yeah.
So I got one question before we wrap up. A real quick hitter. All right. Who's the one current coach you would at least want to see in a bar fight?
I honestly like. Did you guys see the video of the guy calling Chris Beard a traitor?
Yeah.
I don't want Chris Beard coming after me the way he was walking out of.
I said it, and listen, I can say this because I'm a father. He was just straight up dad. He just like had to like I'm not mad. I'm disappointed in you, and then he was like leaning over him.
Nate James is a big motherfucker.
That's up there. I think it's Mick Cronin. Mick Cronin 100% fights dirty.
You're going to trigger us. Actually,
it's Frank Martin. The correct answer is Frank Martin. Frank Martin's my correct answer.
Frank Martin, I can see it. Don't trigger us with Mick Cronin.
I forgot.
Frank Martin in 2007 is like peak of the peak. Yeah. That's a good question, though. I like that.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Good job, buddy.
about to have a thank-off.
I know, but Marty, sidebar, him saying Mick Cronin is the dumbest thing ever said on the podcast.
Yeah, good question. Shitty answer.
With that,
let me tell you, I'd wipe the floor with that cue ball's head.
With that said, Juwan Howard obviously sounds like he needs some better help. This podcast is brought to you by sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Relationships take work. A lot of us will drop anything to get some help. To help someone we care about. We'll go out of our way to treat other people well, but how do we often give ourselves the same treatment? This month, BetterHelp Online Therapy wants to remind you to take care of your most important relationship, the one you have with yourself. I'm living proof of that. Whether it's hitting the gym, making time for your haircut, or even trying therapy, you are your greatest asset. So invest in the time and effort into yourself like you do other people. BetterHelp's definitely great. If you don't want to, you don't have to look at the person. It's accessible, affordable. BetterHelp is honestly a great tool. BetterHelp Online Therapy offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. Give it a try and see why over 2 million people have used BetterHelp Online Therapy. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and our listeners get 10% off of their first month at BetterHelp.com/bench. That's BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com/bench. All right, so let's now get into the part where we probably will fight Kentucky, Alabama, or do we want to do the bracket quickly?
I'll start with the bracket real quick because I don't think there's much to talk about, right? Like,
it's changed already. Auburn lost. Fucking.
Did it really change it though? Like, did it?
I mean, in the sense of like, yeah, but like.
But it's good to see. It's good to see.
Marty, the interesting thing, we called it. I mean, Nova in the East. We said it. We're like, yo, you guys are angling for Philly.
We did. I had a tweet, and I know I'm a Gonzaga hater, so I want to listen to your guys' take on it. Like, Auburn and Gonzaga have the same record. Auburn has obviously a way harder schedule, way harder, and they've had the same. Like they've had obviously a conference way harder. They have the same exact record. Why are they not still one? Like, I know they lost, but it's still like it doesn't make sense to me when that.
I mean, every metric tool that the committee uses has Gonzaga at 1. And that's, KenPom net, it's all this stuff. Like, so I get, like, if that's the tiebreaker, right? Like, and he said, the committee, head of the committee said, like, it was a debate. It's close between them. Okay, so I'm cool with that being, like, if the committee's like, hey, these two teams are, like, very similar, but one team is number one in literally everything, why would we not just put them there?
And they win. That's their schedule. I understand all of that. I'm trying not to blind myself because I fucking hate them. But it's just like they play they have so many games that they have hard games, and it's Gonzaga's playing these fucking nobodies. You know what I mean? It's a debate every year. It's a debate every year.
Again, the league is better, but yeah, the Auburn having like the night in, night out, like the SEC, there are 2 bad teams. Everyone else, like even Vandy has like Scottie Pippen, so it's like at least like I get it, but I didn't have a problem with that. I don't know. My thing was like
I didn't have a problem with anything.
It's just
really. Like, yeah, I don't have a problem with it. It's just like there's something I think about where it's like I just don't get why it's. I thought it was the easiest decision. The fact that they said it was a debate, I'm fine with it. Then.
I think they're gonna go. I mean, people are gonna come down on Marty because he's like ultra left, like from a level-headed thing. I think it's got to be Auburn. They play in a tougher schedule, and you look at Gonzaga's toughest games, right? Texas, UCLA. Obviously, make what of you will of the WCC. If you consider those games hard, they're definitely not as hard as the SEC. But either way. Texas, UCLA, Duke, Bama, and Texas Tech, they went 3-2.
But that's right? Kind of everybody, though, right? Like,
yeah, no, okay. But now Auburn has all those SEC wins. I'm not even counting them. They have a loss to Connecticut. They beat St. Louis respectable, Murray State respectable, Yale's going to win the Ivy, Morehead State's at the top of the OVC. So it's like,
You guys really think I'd miss a full episode?
Wow. This fucking guy.
Hello.
Look at his Shabbat Shalom.
I got my yarmulke.
Yeah, that's why I said Shabbat
Yeah.
Shalom.
it's black on black. I can't even
I
see it.
know. Look at that.
I
Yeah.
think it's all right. I think Jake, we'll get you on this. This way we could segue cleanly.
Yeah.
Top seed, Auburn or Gonzaga?
Right now, it's Gonzaga.
Yeah, see that.
If they run the table, they're getting it. One loss, then it'll be Auburn.
Well, the thing is, this was the debate before Florida. I'm saying they had the same
Yeah.
record as 22, whatever, and 2
Yeah.
before Florida. Obviously, with Florida loss hurts, but it was before this, and I don't get how it's Gonzaga.
Like
It's
I
also
know
mostly irrelevant, right? Like
their last, but their
Gonzaga's
last,
going to be in the West. And
Yeah, it
Auburn's
doesn't.
gonna
It's
be
not
in the
really
South.
conflicting.
every one
Yeah.
of those games, too, Reags, Texas, UCLA, Duke, Bama, Texas Tech, they were all played before December 18th. Like, I don't understand how we reward a
Oh.
team.
They all matter, though. Like,
Yeah, I know. Whatever. I think it should be Auburn. But, all right.
Yeah, I don't think it means much. But
Yeah.
I just wanted to say hello. I'm excited to reunite with you guys in Iowa. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Love
Yeah,
it,
we
pal.
miss you.
Yeah, I miss you too. I'm sorry I missed this episode, but we'll be back full strength
You're
this
all
week.
good.
Did they play?
All right.
Would you have a band or a DJ?
There was a band
They play
and a
Whitney?
DJ.
They play Whitney?
No, they play Levels by Avicii though.
The DJ
there
or
you
the
go.
band?
The
DJ or the
DJ. Well, the
Yeah.
band chimed in.
I'd like to hear. That's why
I
people.
would say
like,
the band played levels.
I know that's the thing. All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys have a great rest of the show.
Yeah, that was
Looking forward to
good. It was a
listening.
nice little
See you, Jake.
surprise.
All right.
Miss
See
you.
ya.
See you, pal.
I can't believe you just popped. I never would have guessed Jake.
I
That
was
was the
like,
loudest
bro,
I've ever heard
yes.
Jake.
I was about to tell our producer Jake, man, what the fuck you popping in for?
I
We're
know.
going.
I thought he was going to chime in with something.
I thought he had a
Oh.
heavy take on Auburn. Yeah.
I know.
All right. So
But like
we
the
need-
bracket itself, I didn't have any.
Yeah.
Like there was no team where I'm like, oh shit, like they're way too low, they're way too high. Why aren't they in?
it's all
type
gonna
deal.
change. It's all gonna change.
Yeah, that's why I don't even like talking about it, 'cause it's
No.
just we have a week left, pretty much a week to 2 weeks left, where it's like,
It's just awesome seeing it again and not like all in one in like last year, all in Indiana. It was just awesome seeing a bracket again, being like,
Right.
yeah.
we're so fucking close to being back to like how this is supposed to be in March.
Yep. All right.
Um,
So Kentucky.
So let me be the mediator here, because
I don't
I
really
got-
think there's. I don't even think there's Stickoff. There's nothing really. There's nothing to mediate here.
I have.
No,
I
there's
might.
not.
You know what, Marty? I'm going to thank you to start this because you tweeted. It's
you're welcome. Thank
it's
you.
sure good. It's sure good seeing Kentucky suck, and promptly, like I couldn't even type back to my response to Big Cat, which was just "Thank you, Big Cat," before Kentucky went on like a 700-2 run.
It was actually stunning how fast it
It
actually
was right away.
It was funny too, because I swear I had Kentucky -7. So like it was funny that like I was getting killed on Twitter, but like I won my bet. But this game to me is so fast to talk about. They obviously don't have their players. At home still helps. Like obviously that
Yeah, you
helps.
can hear the crowd. Like
And-
the guys even talked about it after the game.
Well, I
Bro-
mean, you can hear the Kentucky whistle too. 19 free throws to 9, but
I don't know. Learn how to drive.
I'm just saying, bro, you can't. They could have put them down. They could have had a great win at Kentucky when they were also down players, and they got fucking smoked.
yeah. So there's good and there's definitely good and there's definitely bad. You saw the 10-minute stretch when Alabama can be what
Keon Ellis. We
what they
talked
was-
about
yeah,
Keon Ellis.
that's
is
the second.
guy. Yeah.
That's the second good. So that 10-minute stretch still gives them life that they're not completely dead. You know what I mean? Like they still have the guards. They can still whap threes. They can still go by people. They can still get stops and be like the fucking Warriors for 10 minutes. But for like another 15 minutes, they go on that drought where there's nothing happening. The other good, to be honest, is Keon Ellis needed this shot in the arm. I don't know if he wasn't getting enough touches. I don't know if it was confidence. I don't know if he just got lost in the shuffle. But either way, like him being like, oh, I could go out and whap for 28 is good. He needed that confidence back. The bad, they fucking shot 14 of 40, from 3, started like 7 of 9 or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
So really, really like horrifically again, which is the story, and also gave up 90 without 2 of Kentucky's starters. So like we know where they're at. I still say it all the time. Like they turn the ball over too much. They only had 9 turnovers today, which again is probably a good thing, but they turn the ball over too much. Davison could be erratic. Ellis gets lost in the shuffle, and their defense needs improvement. With that said, they're gonna be a nightmare matchup for somebody in the second round. And which is what a lot of teams have been. Like Memphis got killed today, but like I don't know if you want to see them you know what I mean? Like that's where we're at with this team. There's really no way to go. I think Jake's right. Like he said it early. He's like they're going to the Final Four, they're getting knocked out in the first round. It's dangerous and it's like almost very optimistic. So
what was weird is how they just couldn't kill Kentucky. Right? Like, how many times do you see that early on where
it's actually insane that they were down at the half. To be down at the half, it's insane.
So, I mean, they jumped up. I think Alabama's biggest lead was like 12, right? Like
13, 14,
maybe 14. I think. Yeah. Typically, like, Kentucky down players, like, that's where you see an Alabama team just pounce on them. Like, pull up the pressure. We're just going to run through all of our guys because you don't have anybody, and we're going to be up 25. Instead, like they let Kentucky just hang around, and then Kellen Grady got hot. Next thing you know, you're down at half. So, to me, like from the Kentucky side, the good is like, hey, that was Kellen Grady, Davidson, Kellen Grady. Where
3 is
you give him the ball, like that's what he did at Davidson. Though, like he was a ball handler, playmaker. Whereas like now Kentucky's like obviously running off the wing. You have Wheeler and Washington, but like. This is now another wrinkle that Calipari can use in March where it's like maybe Washington's having a bad day, right? Or like not shooting well, or there's a matchup that he likes more with Grady. He can now be like, hey, remember that Alabama game? Kellen, you go take the fucking ball and do whatever you want.
So what I got out of Kentucky as well is that this is what happens with teams sometimes with injuries where it's like, okay, Ty's out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, are we going to crumble or is someone going to step up? And you see Kellen Gray step up. So now when Ty's back, like you said, Ty sucks that game. You got Grady. Like that's where it's like back and forth. And it's just them scoring 90 points is also
insane.
But it's also a flaw, obviously, of Alabama's defense
right.
Where it's like, what the fuck?
They're now 81st in defensive efficiency.
Yeah, it's not great.
No, it's a screamer. I text Brad Calipari. I go, here's where I knew you made a fucking deal with the devil. When the ball bounces off of Grady's hip, and he's not even looking. He just grabs it and whaps it in somebody's face. And then the next play, Ellis has the ball stolen. It was key. It would have turned it from like 8-6 or 6-4. It was huge. Ellis has the ball, somehow just drops it. Grady grabs it. 3 right in his face. It was fucking insane. I was like, it's just not that day. It's nuts.
Did he?
And like that was
he just started laughing. He's like, he's like divine intervention or whatever the fuck he said.
The other big thing is me and Rico, we were texting with each other about it yesterday, was like we thought Kentucky was punted on the wrong game, right? Like they should have sat the guys against Tennessee, get Ty healthy. The fact that they now split that last week and the committee, like going back to the bracket, they were the number 6, but the committee said them, Baylor, and Kansas were all kind of like very even. The path to a 1 seed still alive for Kentucky, which is like that's obviously the goal of the regular season.
Reags, refresh my memory. They are true. They're not factoring in sites. They're truly seeding it, correct?
They put it in how it would look on Selection Sunday.
What I mean though is the top 1 gets the weakest 2, no matter what.
Well, unless it's so like that was where it was thrown off is you have the weakest 1 and the strongest 2 were both Big 12 teams. It was Kansas and Baylor. So Kentucky moves into Kansas's bracket. But yeah, it's supposed to be the S curve, right? Like one has, the one number 1 overall seed has 8, 9, and 16.
If you have a 1 and a 2 from the same conference, I do think they should be in the same region because they can't meet till the Elite 8. You don't.
No, it's bracket.
No. I don't mean think as in I'm being correct.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think that's how you should do it.
You want it to be that way, yeah.
Yeah, why not? They're not meeting until the Elite 8 anyway.
I know, I get it. Like, I hate the geography thing because it just like you see how many times the Midwest is just loaded with college basketball talent.
Yeah.
And it's like you throw them all in the same. That's why Kentucky would play West Virginia every fucking year.
Yep.
I think, like I've said 1,000 times about Alabama, J.D. Davidson is that guy who could be the key player, and he just doesn't show up a lot.
Yeah.
And
Standard freshman.
Clearly didn't play that well either, but
Nope.
it's just – and, I know he's a freshman, but that's also where it's you're supposed to be a big-time freshman. Let's step it up, but he's struggling. Alabama's 17-10.
It's crazy. We talk about them. Their resume is just so crazy.
Yeah, if you do that blind resume, it's what the fuck is this? They're 17-10. They're not going to be ranked anymore. But it's just, I think it's the same thing. I think,
but more Marty, I'm not being an Alabama homer here. How many of those games probably should they have lost realistically though? I know they have some bad losses, but at Kentucky, probably a loss, right? Kentucky at home, probably forgivable. Auburn twice, they're the best team in the country, is 4. And Memphis at home, I give them 5. And then they're in conference. Georgia, Mississippi State, and Missouri, and Iona and Davidson aren't helping my case. But
no, it's not. It's
but it's a variance really only of 3. Whatever.
There's 5 bad losses in there.
They're 7-7 in conference. As good as the SEC is,
Davidson's a tournament team. Iona's a tournament team.
Jesus Christ.
No, they're not. If you're talking about being a top 4 seed, you don't lose multiple of those games.
The only thing
I will say that's a takeaway from the bracket too. They were considered for the 4 line.
Yeah,
it goes to show you how much wins count.
The only thing that this game told me is Kentucky is obviously for real. Where it's they don't.
They're on that short list.
You know what Alabama is. You don't know what Alabama is. That's the thing. Where it's you're not sure which one you're going to get. I'm done guessing on them. They're not an elite team, but they can beat elite teams, if that makes sense.
That's very accurate.
Yeah, so that's just a Kentucky win for me.
Kentucky has never looked bad.
Right, they look bad against
Tennessee,
Notre Dame. Even Tennessee, Ty gets hurt, right? He wasn't 100%.
Yeah, I just mean
bad, but with them at full strength, they've looked bad once. It was Notre Dame.
But to Marty's point, the consistency of that team, that's a proven commodity. It makes me I can see Kentucky, obviously because they're Kentucky, on a lot of Final Fours. But I see the confidence in Kentucky that there's not a lot of variance. That they're kind of right at the top the whole way.
Yeah, every game they win typically is 9-11. They're always just kind of cruising, but
without a doubt.
Should we stick in the SEC?
Yeah,
Florida, Auburn.
Florida, Auburn. We've been Auburn. I thought was obviously going to drop some games in the SEC. I didn't see this one coming. Losing by 1 is still obviously whatever. But what was your guys' biggest takeaway from the game?
Go ahead, Reags. Go ahead.
I was going to say something that you said real quick, where you said you didn't see this one coming. I kind of felt like you did. We should have. This is the time of the year where it's don't especially as 3 of us all gamble, obviously. Isn't this kind of where we all tend? I know I do tend to look at what team close to the bubble really needs a home win against a really good team.
100%. That I did. You know what it was I took kind of gambling out of it because the line was 4.5. It was a little
4.5,
shady.
yeah.
But it was just I kind of been just off of Florida so much.
No, I get it, but
but you're right. You're right. I definitely could have seen it coming.
I feel like we should have. I think we all overlooked it, but we probably should have saw them in this is actually the floor. This is the Syracuse book, right, from Florida, where it's you're whatever. Then it's late February, early March, and you win a home game against a top 5 team.
This is Rico. This is a box score game. 19, 3-3, 26, 7-5.
Crazy.
That's not 63. I don't care what you say. It's just not.
That's and then and Auburn, Jabari Smith, awesome, but they didn't really look great. And I know it happens. I think that's one thing this year compared to last year, right? Baylor and Gonzaga were 2 elite teams last year, right? Awesome teams. this year we have a lot of really, really, really good teams. I don't know if we have like the true like elite where you just like Jabari Smith goes for 28 and you lose. Like that doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
You know what? It almost like kind of makes sense to me, where it's like
You just take everyone else away and say you beat
when
us.
it's
beat you.
just Jabari
Yeah.
Smith, they're not the same
Right.
team.
Right.
And I know he can take over games, and you almost want him to, but like obviously Green sucked, and he's a huge piece, obviously, but like when they're all on, like obviously that's a stupid thing to say, but like when they're all on the same page, they're unbelievable. Like, but when Jabari Smith, when it was just him, it felt like they're just missing a lot, you know?
No, I get that for sure. And then like Walker Kessler was kind of whatever that game.
No blocks. No blocks
yeah.
changes things.
Right.
I have two brief takeaways from the game because it's again like a conference game. You're gonna get slipped up all year. Also, it feels like Jimmy Dykes does every fucking Alabama game. I know he's an SEC guy. He does every Alabama game. With that said, he has said a bunch of times, he's like, if like Auburn, I'm telling you, Auburn's gonna go like 16-2 in the league. They're like really, and I kept being like, in the fucking SEC. He was saying this early, and I was like, the SEC is loaded. They're gonna get fucking tripped up. They have Mississippi, Tennessee, Mississippi State, and South Carolina all the rest of the way. They're probably going 16-2. So credit to Jimmy Dykes. I was wrong. That should tell you something that you can go fucking 16-2 in the SEC. That says something.
They did avoid having to play Kentucky twice. They do like the schedule did break for them fairly nice.
Fair, but it's still
they only had Arkansas once too, right?
Yeah, it's still.
I mean, I don't want to take anything away from them for that because you're right, 16-2 if they win out. Do you think they lose one? Do you think they lose one? Do you think they lose at Tennessee or Mississippi State?
No,
because Mississippi State's kind of in the same like
probably not
bubble area where it's like second to last regular season game. They get a win, you jump. You know what I mean?
Probably not. But the other I don't think they will. But the other takeaway, Marty, as being the biggest proponent of Auburn to win the SEC and to win the national championship, does the last possession scare you a little bit?
That was weird.
It was a weird last possession.
Yeah,
bad too. Just real bad.
Yeah, so just
but
something.
The thing is, it's something, but they've also been in that situation this year and have overcame it as well. So I've seen that side of it also. I think it was just a weird possession, and obviously it worries me a little bit that could even happen in the last possession. But I've seen it also them win and make the big shot. So that doesn't worry me a ton, but it was weird. Definitely good job bringing that up because I didn't understand it.
You know what's weird about Auburn?
Oh, the possession.
Yeah.
You know what's weird about Auburn? This is away from home. They're just, and it's not shocking. They're a completely different team. Away from home, they beat South Florida by 6, lost to UConn, beat Loyola by 9, beat the shit out of Syracuse.
Those 3 were neutral, just for the record.
Right, yeah, right. Beat the shit out of Nebraska neutral, and then all road games from there on out were 4-point win against St. Louis, 15 against South Carolina, 4 against Auburn, 1 against Missouri, 2 against Georgia, lost to Arkansas, lost to Florida. Like, just looking at it.
Okay. I like that.
That's kind of weird, right?
Here's where I'm gonna obviously playing away, we all have a brain. Playing
and wins
away
matter. Yeah, like and wins matter.
Playing away is harder than playing home. But what I will say is keep an eye on their region, and if there's a team who gets them in the Sweet 16 and maybe they're a little closer or they can travel and the 1 seed is on the rope, like it's a quasi away game in the tournament. Keep an eye on that. That's a very good point. I like that.
It's weird because we all agree that Auburn is one of the, we can debate if they're 1, 2, like whatever, the very short list.
Got it.
But the fact that like they have these like very close wins against some bad teams, a couple losses, like I don't know. I just realize it, and it's kind of weird.
Something to keep an eye on. So I think in the starting 5 to round it out in the 5th slot, I had Arizona, Oregon. I think I'm passing that up, and we're just going to put like the Big East in general for today because this conference is rock'em sock'em robots.
That tournament's going to be awesome.
It's gonna be an awesome tournament. Well, let's skip over Oregon, Arizona. I mean, that was
Because Oregon now, it's they're either gonna make it or they're not. Like and
that's
Arizona.
that's for all of
That's
you.
yeah. I would say that's quite literally
dude,
everybody.
I know, but I'm done.
Thank you. Like I'm usually the one calling him out. Like he just says shit sometimes to fill air, and it's like, well, they're gonna be in or out. Well, that they might win or lose a game too.
I know.
It's
but
like everybody besides Oklahoma State. 357 teams are in or out except Oklahoma State.
I'm done. And Uwe Pooey, they're not making it.
Well, yeah.
But I'm just done getting worked up on Oregon. It's not worth spending the time. So let's do the Big East.
No, well, I want to talk about Arkansas, Tennessee really fast.
Okay.
Get out of the way because last episode, what?
Fuck Tennessee.
Well, okay, very quickly, is John Fulkerson okay? Like, did he get seriously hurt? He did leave the game, like with a minor injury.
It just got hurt in the process. Was slow to get up.
All right, so let's assume that he's okay.
There's nothing. Yeah.
With that said, I think we're gonna look back at him sending an email for $300 as one of the ballsiest things in the history of college sports. This kid fucking stinks. This team stinks. Like,
I mean, listen, you're going to talk like fuck Tennessee. I hate Tennessee.
So
they suck.
Last episode we said, okay, if they beat Arkansas, we will consider them as a real team. They just are not.
They didn't score 50 points.
No.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's just they're just not. They're the team exactly how I thought they'd play. They did. They
won their Super Bowl, their home game against Kentucky without Ty Washington. They won their Super Bowl. They got all jazzed up. I don't want to hear it's just another game. Their players were like running into the stands when they beat Kentucky.
Yeah.
And then you go and score 48 points at Arkansas. Arkansas is good. You don't score 48 points against that. Not if you're a top 3 seed.
Didn't they play? They played a game at the Garden that was a fuck. Was that against Texas Tech?
Texas Tech.
Yeah, it was a fuck. They play a ton of.
Went to quadruple overtime.
Yeah,
like
they play a ton of
42.
speed limit fucking games.
Yeah.
Rick Barnes has never won anything. Here's the one thing though, Reags, because we all are going to pick against Tennessee in the first round anyway, because we hate them. Do you worry? Like, maybe it's coincidence. Are teams like less susceptible to go back-to-back high seed upsets in back-to-back years?
No, Georgetown did it for like 5 years in a row.
All right, yeah, and Virginia, I feel like maybe.
No, Virginia only. I mean, that was just what Nova did it a couple years.
Okay, all right. I'm just worried that like tennis, like we're all.
But, I mean, Georgetown's a staple of that, right? Like
I
they lost to Florida Gulf Coast, they lost to Ohio, they lost to somebody else too.
Yeah, I'm just worried a little bit about Tennessee being like it's like a fucking circle the wagons type game in the first round because we're all going to pick against them. But they're not
getting out of the. They're not getting out of the.
No,
Sweet 16.
they're not.
They're making the Sweet 16 at most.
I just see them as the trendy upset pick, and I worry a little bit about that everyone's going to be on that upset pick. Don't get me wrong, I'm still picking it. I don't give a fuck. But
they'll probably give too many points anyways. Still.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my biggest thing was to just bring up that we were going to talk about because we obviously don't like Tennessee, but we will swallow our pride if we have to. I don't have to swallow my pride. They're exactly who we think they are. So let's skip past that game. Great win for Arkansas, though. Arkansas is
they're figuring shit out. Yep.
Muss is doing a great job.
Crazy thing.
Muss is doing a great job. He did it last year. He did it again this year. They're progressing. I mean, they look like trash early in the year. They're progressing. Jalen Williams is a fucking problem. No take and score. They know what they're doing. So the guy's been around the block. He's obviously motivating. They definitely like each other. You know, Marty, we saw that in the summer. So yeah 100 to this year, 100 to 1. Why the fuck not?
Yeah, and of course we're at there on Saturday.
Down 2. Yeah, that's tough. So
well, who knows? Like if Ty comes back,
right.
If Severe comes back,
we're probably gonna lose that game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, going down there to Bud Walton, like no, that's another one of those days where the environment's like we're gonna be talking about how much the fans were awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's go Big East. Providence 1-point win in overtime today against Butler, and Creighton in a fake 1-point win against Marquette because it was really 4. The guy throws it in, bad beat, whatever it was. But 2 conference games decided by 2 points. Like Big East feel, fucking robot type shit, back and forth. What do you got, Marty?
All Providence did today was fuel all the lucky people. It's just like, again, it's like, all right, well, they won, but it's Butler who sucks.
And to be fair, they were without Durham. Like, Providence was down a player, but still, like, the 1-point overtime win.
But, like, most people won't even know that he was out, honestly. They'll see that box score and be like, lucky. This is, like, fueling it. And I kind of like the storyline. Like, if I'm – like, I know Cooley, I feel like well enough now. Like, he's definitely like, yeah, we're fucking lucky. Let's be the lucky people then. Let's just go with it. Like, they take that on, like, head on.
I think they actually dropped 2 spots in Ken Pom after winning.
So, like, they're like 65th in Ken Pom.
They're 46. They're 46.
Oh, my God. That's close. Oh, my God.
I know. They're 46.
That's insane, bro.
I love the kid from – I know Butler doesn't have many positives this year, but that kid, Bryce Golden, I love that. He mixes it up with everybody.
I like the Lithuanian freshman that they have.
We're not talking about
Butler's bad. Yeah, no.
They're bad. I mean, you could like a player on their team, dude.
No, I know you can. I don't think it's worth a breath.
I think this weekend showed like the Big East, like conference tournaments start next week.
Question: is the Big East almost like where we said like the Big Ten last year, where it's got this kind of like good, but they're not that good?
Yeah, they don't have it. I don't think they have a title contender.
Is there a second tournament? Is there a second tournament in New York this year? Am I crazy? Where's the ACC?
ACC's Brooklyn this year.
Oh, good. All right, awesome.
But Marty, yeah, no, I think they are.
Marty's gonna be camped out every 5-star hotel looking for Krzyzewski.
Krzyzewski's just gonna say like Patino's house. But like I do think that the Big East is really good. They're gonna have a bunch of like 6 seeds.
Yep.
But I don't like Villanova fans. I love you guys. I love Nova. I just don't think they can win a title.
If they get the fucking East, they can. But you're with that Reags. I think we all said it.
You're obsessed with this East thing.
I know.
It's a fucking home game.
Yeah, you said it 6 times.
Okay. Just for the record, UConn made the Final Four when they were like a 7 in the New York City. So regions matter. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Reags, I think we said it. I want a Big East team to play in the tournament in the first window. I want to see how it's going to go, and then, like I said, they're all fades. They're all like you can ride it one way or the other. Because
it'll be interesting.
The conference has a bunch of like okay teams. I don't really know, and it does seem like they're built for upsets, So,
but at the same time, I could see like 4 Big East teams in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen,
but not making it to the Final Four. Like I could easily see like you could tell me like Nova, Marquette, UConn, and Providence are all playing. Like they just have to win 2 in a row, right?
I agree with Marquette's a fucking enigma. I still don't. Shaka's a good coach, but like I said, all these first round exits really worry me. You wonder too, like they were picked to be fucking bottom of the Big East. So all this overachieving, does it plateau in the tournament? It's almost like a success to get there. You wonder if like everyone's patting them on their back, like, hey, good season. And it's like, well, your season's just starting. So I worry about that a little bit.
But I'm saying if you saw those 4 as like, a 3 seed, a 5 seed, a 6 seed, and a 7 seed or something like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bat an eye if I see them all in the Sweet 16.
Yeah. Nova kind of cakewalks to a fucking 8-point win. Ewing's probably getting fired. And then what do we make of Xavier's another team who's kind of like,
yeah,
they're 7 and 8. There's 7 and 8 in the Big East.
Yeah, they're on the downhill right now.
They were ranked like a month ago. It's
they're on the decline, and Seton Hall beat DePaul by 2. Seton Hall is a weird team this year.
Another fucking enigma.
They're also hurt as well.
Bryce Aiken.
Yeah, Bryce Aiken. I've been waiting for him for so long. They're hurt, but I mean that's a team that could put it together at some point, but it's also getting late, and they've been really kind of shitty.
Well, and also like think about how we've talked about Seton Hall in the non-conference, right? Like they got the win at Michigan, and then they beat Texas at home. And we're like, oh, like 2 really good teams, and it's like, well, Michigan, whatever, Texas, whatever, like a little bit better than whatever. It's like, well, those were the wins that we were like freaking out about, thinking Seton Hall's great. Maybe we were just wrong.
Yep. No, you're right. And I think they just haven't had at any time to mesh with
Yeah.
they've been hurt and it just hasn't been the same. But yeah, Big East eats each other. Every single team's the same exact team to me.
Yeah, they all wear blue.
Yeah,
We've
literally
said
all
somebody
They all
goes.
wear blue.
Somebody goes, I didn't realize they all wear blue. I'm like, do you have a fucking? He's a good friend of mine, so I can't really shit on him. He probably listens, but I'm like, what are you fucking do you have eyes? They all wear blue. It's
And
fucking
Big
crazy.
Ten, everyone wears red except for Michigan.
It's crazy. They all wear blue. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, every single guy we actually have it at Daytona right now. It is Wood Grooming. It's getwood.com. You can go there, get anything. You can also go to any CVS and get the shampoo, the conditioner, the body wash, the beard oil, the deodorant. They have every single thing. Me and Reags,
Beard
we
oil.
talked about this. We did not know there were so many products to keep your face clean and how dirty bastards we've been our entire life.
I know, we're beard guys too.
Yeah, big beard guys with beard oil, shampoo, whatever you need for it, they got. Wood is awesome. The branding is cool. The smell smells fantastic. The fact that Barstool's even in CVS
It
is
still
crazy.
blows my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, so go to either getwood.com or go to CVS, get whatever you need. And yeah, have you used it?
Yeah, I mean, I had to teach you that even though I'm bald, you still should put shampoo on my scalp. I'm a big beard oil guy, so I love the beard oil. Went and picked it up at CVS down the road, and I use it a few times a week just to at least make myself feel like I'm not a complete dirty bastard sitting at home. But it's all awesome. I couldn't recommend more. And it's easy, like you said. Just go to CVS.
Yeah, the beard oil is actually fire. But the shout out Barstool too for actually making a product that's really good. Actually,
I know.
But yeah, go to getwood.com or your local CVS. We are there. Get Wood right now.
All right, so new segment, which kind of like Marty said, we're not going to go too in depth on all the games, but this kind of covers the storylines that are like first ones off the bench. I know obviously people want to hear about West Virginia. I would imagine that's going to get covered. So let's do winners and losers. I'll start. Winners, we tweeted about it. I caught it during the broadcast live. And then just overall for the game, Texas Tech fans sneaking into Texas, like with the tickets. If you're unfamiliar, Texas put a link out. Hey, this game's going to be sold out. Get your tickets. Gets forward to Texas Tech message board. The whole place is red. They fucking win. They sweep Texas. They're legit. Great defense. Couple of guys who can score. O'Banner's took 4 shots. He's supposed to be like the star. The kid I love is Nadali.
Yeah.
Nadalny. He's been a spark in the last couple of games I've watched. I really like Ev says it's his pick to win the national championship. Texas Tech is
what the fuck are you saying? I said this.
How many do you want? Because you have Auburn. So what do you now?
I have
Who do you
Texas
also
Tech.
have? Kentucky, Baylor, Kansas.
Oh, I'm not you who
Gonzaga.
takes every fucking team in the tournament.
I don't take every fucking team in the tournament.
Yeah, you do.
You want the futures I have right now? Alabama, Auburn's gone. Oregon's gone. Got rid of them. I have Kansas, Alabama, and fucking Colorado State and Auburn at 40-1 because of you. I'll give you credit. I jumped on him. It moved down to 20. It's never seen the light day since. I hold Auburn at 40 right now.
I have Texas Tech as well, honestly, because McCullough didn't even play, which is crazy. And
Texas Tech's been like that too all year. Where I feel like
it's either
Shannon was hurt. Yeah.
Doesn't play. But the biggest thing I get out of Texas Tech is they don't need to be on offensively at all times because they fuck with people's offense so bad.
Yeah.
Their defense is crazy. Holding Texas to 55 points at home, like in the beginning of the year when we talked about Texas Tech played Tennessee, that was a bad game. It wasn't a bad game because I'm just realizing that Texas Tech's defense is just that good and it disrupts what you want to do. Like you have a game plan and they fuck you up. And that's why I think Texas Tech is such a hard matchup.
Yeah. I mean, it especially helps against a team like Tennessee who struggles offensively, right? Where they can just really suffocate you. and Texas is kind of that way too, where like their offense is just whatever. But I will be interested to see, because I'm falling in love with this Texas Tech team more and more. I watch them for the same reasons, but I'll be curious with like Sweet 16 Texas Tech as a 3 seed playing a 2 seed. I don't know, fill in the blank, right? Like I think they're going to be awesome to watch, and I'm really curious to see if they play like an elite offense in the tournament, how they kind of like take it away.
Yeah,
and there's
exactly.
definitely a concern. I know they were down. They were definitely down guys. Who was it? Terrence Shannon.
Terrence Shannon was hurt a lot earlier in the year
against Gonzaga.
Yeah, I don't think he played in that game.
I'm pretty sure he didn't play that game. And Gonzaga kind of wiped the floor with them. So, Reags, to your point, I am a little – now the tournament's different. Go ahead. What?
You know what's funny, too, about everything? They were at full strength against Providence.
Yeah.
It just ties into everything. Where
that nobody – yeah.
Yep.
But there is, to me, like, if they can dictate the tempo, like, their one test of a really high-flying team is Gonzaga, and they weren't able to do what they were supposed to. Granted, down a guy, you're right. I think they're a very interesting team in the tournament because you know they're going to play defense and make it ugly. The thing that I'm kind of like not looking forward to, but kind of am looking forward to, if they play another like really slow, like the Virginias of the world, they play another slow team in a Sweet 16, and it's I'll give you even one worse, and it's the late game of the night.
Yeah.
Where so let's say the first game is like a foul fest and it's delayed 40 minutes and we're tipping off at like 10:08 Eastern and it's Texas Tech playing fucking tennis. Actually, give me Tennessee again, like in a rematch. And it's 32-31 at the under 4-minute mark in the second half.
It's just a grind to get through the game.
And you know those Sweet 16 games are like that, like 3-day layoff, like bigger arenas. That's like it's whatever. It's
shout out their fans. Shout out their fans though. Their fan base is fucking rabid, and
awesome.
I'm
nuts. So happy they did that too, and like kicking people out and shit. It's amazing. And also, dude, I don't correct me if I'm wrong. Shannon didn't even have. I don't think he even made a field goal.
No, it was over 6.
Like that's when this team just picks them up there.
Yeah, Bryson Williams is a really good player.
Yep.
They're a weird team as well. What's your loser?
My loser quickly is ESPN.com not having Champ Week ready. There's nothing wrong. I know Marty's going to think I'm a fucking loser. There's nothing wrong with
me this like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
You've been holding on to this still.
All right, that's it. There's nothing wrong with like having the schedule out so that I know when the NEC final is. I can fucking put it on my thing. When's the OVC? Get my fucking remote cheat sheet out. Like it's nothing wrong with being excited to look ahead. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
NEC starts this week, I think, or next week.
Get us the fucking schedule, okay?
All right, my winner is Bob Huggins and West Virginia. So real fast, we didn't talk about the trip, but the trip was fucking unreal. Like shout out Jay and Corey who helped us out with everything. Like, so we got there Thursday. They took us on a 2.5-hour tour, fucking took us everywhere, gave us merch out the ass. Rico had a fucking boner for 12 hours. He almost had to go to the hospital for like the Viagra commercials. And it was amazing. Like they took care of us, bro. And then the next day they invited us to fucking practice, a closed practice, just watching them work, watch Huggins work. Huggins came over and talked to us. We're like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like we got to talk to Huggins. Bro, we went back to Huggins' office, which like is sick.
I'm sure.
And he had like a bunch of his friends in there just talking. And then all of a sudden they left. They ended up talking to Rico, and Bob Huggins for 2 hours.
I saw Bob Huggins pull off one of the greatest power moves I've ever seen. So this had to be like 7 years ago. I was at when I worked in the cubes, I was at Rico, you know this, like I was at a Christmas dinner party, for, take all the workers out. And we were at a famous place in Cincinnati, Montgomery Inn, which is like ribs and everything like that. Huggins was in town playing Northern Kentucky. So he had his team there. He sent somebody down the street to get his favorite ice cream, which is Gators, which is like well known in Cincinnati. He didn't order from the restaurant dessert. He brought his own dessert into the thing, and he's just sitting there with a giant bowl of ice cream in the middle of this.
And that's him, bro. He doesn't give a fuck. And like we talked to him for 2 hours and we left there. We're like, dude, like say what you want about us. I don't give a fuck. That was a surreal moment where it's like a legend of the game is just talking to us.
Dude's a Hall of Fame. Should be a Hall of Fame. Gonna be a Hall of Fame.
Well, here we go. That's the other part of the win for the weekend, Marty. He was nominated as a finalist for the Hall of Fame.
No, yeah, I know. That's and it's just so cool that they took the time for that. And then obviously we crashed his fish fry, which is an awesome event. Had over 2,000 people. They raised over $2.5 million. If you ever have a chance, go to that. And it was funny because me and Rico were like a little nervous about how Dave's going to react. We drove down there. We didn't pay for a hotel either. Like we were doing like making sure of everything. And then we were dressed as the waiters, and he could not realize who the fuck we were until like 2 feet in front of his face.
It's one of those where you think like, hey, is the surprise going to get ruined? Like, is the surprise going to... It was at one point where we were hiding in the corner. He walked past us to take, like behind a curtain. He couldn't see in, but he walked past like literally 3 feet with a curtain separated to take pictures. We were like, is he going to know? Like, is somebody going to spill the beans? Like this and that, like whatever. And the whole time he's looking. The guy's like, oh, these waiters look familiar. And he's just fucking staring like, I don't know anyone here. Like, who is this? And then finally he just is like, oh my God. So,
and the best is you two are so easily identifiable. Like from just knowing you, like Marty, tall, lanky, with the hair. Rico, like to see the two of you, it's like, oh, that's Rico and Marty from a distance.
He couldn't. Maybe it was the hats. He just couldn't tell. Like, but he
goes Bosco, and he starts ripping on Bosco, and I was like, all right, he's good. It was just funny. The whole event was cool. Bill Self was actually really funny during the entire thing.
He took a beating. We didn't get to meet him, but he took a beating.
The refs and stuff. But the whole thing was just fucking awesome. So that's the winner of my weekend, even though they lost to Kansas. And Dave donated $500,000 and then bet on West Virginia for $140,000. So he's in. I don't think he's going to go back to West Virginia for a really long time.
And then they hit him up. They want
sponsor. Yeah.
They want Barstool to sponsor the arena. So like, but either way, it's an unbelievable event. Obviously, cancer research is close to everybody. Yeah. It's just kind of the guy Huggins is. Like, he's played at West Virginia, cares about it. And like you saw the thing, like me and Marty kind of like, how do you dress? He said like he wants people to just dress casually because the money matters. Like, it matters more to just raise money. I'd rather somebody spend money on the buying a t-shirt or 50-50 than a new outfit. You know what I mean? Right. So like just real like close to home shit. Met some of his former players. A lot of fun. I mean, a great event, and obviously he deserves it. He should be in the Hall of Fame.
My loser of the weekend is Bosco. Let me tell you something, Reags. If we had too good of an episode, so I had to say this. Bro, Reags, the first hour, I drove 7 hours to West Virginia. It was pouring rain. I also drove fucking 4 hours to Miami from 1 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the morning. This motherfucker could not figure out the CarPlay, the Apple Play, like nobody's business. He was screaming. He just kept saying trigger. He couldn't figure it the fuck out. And then he had the fucking audacity to do a 2-hour dog walk draft and not let us listen. We only could hear him talk, and we couldn't talk.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Right. You could have taken the headphones out, and we're sitting there like schmucks. I'm driving with no music and listening to Bosco.
Because that's a
terrible first pick.
And you don't know what's available. You don't know I know what his first. I do know.
It's coming out tomorrow, so.
But it helped move the time along. Granted,
not for you, not for him.
I included you. You're right. All right, you're right.
2 hours of Marty just in his thoughts and Rico like chiming in.
And Rico
stuff.
I am a big fan of Rico on the road, though. I'll give him that.
The call play, Marty, I told you. I was like, pull over. It does it in my car all the time.
Yeah, reboot the car. I know.
Sometimes it's just reboot the car. It connected immediately. Me and Dukes left the airport. It was ready to go. It was awesome. I fucking hate Apple CarPlay. Whatever.
All right, Reags, you go.
I got to think about what's a good winner. I'll start with a loser. Memphis. Fuck them. everyone. It's why I was like I like wanted to like pound my chest a little bit because
I don't want any of these teams. I don't want any of those teams in the tournament. I don't want them. I mean, I would know we're friends of Michigan. I don't like give it to the. Let me see these mid majors. Give me Iona. Give me a second bid from the OVC.
Well,
like
Iona should probably win games though too. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
But at the same time,
whatever.
like everyone, Memphis is just one of those teams that like everybody and like my other loser was just kind of be like the old dinosaur media because I saw a bunch of them between Juwan Howard and Arizona and everything. People just listen to us because we're younger and actually can talk normal. But like fucking everyone, Memphis, they just want Memphis to be good. People just and like so like I want Memphis. College basketball is better when Memphis is relevant. Fucking, they get smoked by SMU. They're not back. They're on the bubble. Like, let's just accept it. My winner, man, I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know. Like, if anything really stuck out in terms of like a winner. Obviously, like I could have just went with Kentucky, but I'll tell you what. The winner is fucking hate. We talked about it like one of the first podcasts I did with you guys. There's been a lot of bad blood this year, and I'm starting to really enjoy it. Because
I think college sports in general just has angry dudes, and they couldn't get it out. They couldn't get it out over like 2 years, and they're also doing like these bullshit type Zoom things, like, "Hey, come speak at my virtual clinic, and I'll fucking do this," and like happy horse shit, like Zoom, and like. These guys want to fucking swing, like. So you're right. I think a winner is hate. It's a good winner.
Actually, and same winner, yeah, hate and fans because we talked about like all the atmospheres, but also, and I like something I realized today is we're getting back to normalcy with like a normal NCAA tournament, and we might have guys stay in college longer. Like I saw like Oscar Sheway is finally allowed to like start making money on NIL because he had to. If you're not American-born citizen, you have to go through all this process or whatever to get NIL funds. And people were talking about like he might stay another year if he's able to make enough money. Same with like Kofi Coburn. Like that, could you imagine if those two guys come back next year?
Be fucking awesome,
right? So like,
yeah, I mean,
winners are us and Late.
Yeah, you look at the kids who kind of missed out last year. Like, could Mac have stayed another year? Like, what would that be at Texas Tech?
Right.
You know, like, I mean, you're making more than the G League and probably sometimes overseas. You also still get to like
have to go overseas too.
Go to college, yeah. I mean, like NIL.
Yeah, you're gonna be more relevant at your school than going overseas. Yeah, no, it's a good point. It's gonna be very interesting to see like what kind of deals these kids could get and shit.
Yeah, and hopefully, like, I never care if a guy leaves. Like, go get as much money as you can. Just be awesome, like for college basketball fans, if we get like 3 All-Americans come back for another year for whatever.
Yeah,
well, that was when like college basketball was the best, bro. Like whenever like
Tim Duncan's in college for 4 years.
Morrison said
it. 4 years and shit. But
Morrison said it. It was a bigger deal in 06.
Yeah. All right, that's the episode.
Yeah, I think there was so much shit. We're gonna forfeit beating the buzzer.
Yeah, beating the buzzer. We're gonna talk about like we want to get to all your games, but we can't watch every single game.
358 teams. 358 teams.
We hit the best games, the best storylines. I think it was a great episode, and also shout out me for I didn't talk about Duke the entire episode. Maybe once.
And credit to me for not
making fun in the news.
Of Coach K for having his grandson out there to drill a 3 when he shouldn't be on the team. So credit to both of us, Marty.
Unbelievable 3. That guy should he might transfer to Kentucky, but be a star.
It's not better than Brad Calipari, but go ahead.
But yeah, the Duke is fine. That'd be Florida State. I'm not going to talk about. But yeah, it was a good episode.
March is near.
We'll see you guys on Thursday.